Alright team, now today we're working on a 2008 Nissan Xterra. Friend of mine had her clock spring go out. That messes up your horn, your airbag sensor will start going off, and it's just not good for people, especially if you have road rage like my friend. She can't use her horn. So I've already done some of the work. I figured I'd take you guys along for the ride. As you can see, I already have the airbag module off. Now to get that off, there's a small access port under the steering wheel. It's this hole right here. What you want to do is stick a screwdriver up in the bottom of it, and you will press this tab. You got to give it a little force because you got to flex this whole little fixture with the metal bracket right here, and that'll pop the airbag up. It's spring loaded. It'll pop it up, and then you can pull it. Don't pull it fast because it has these two connectors in it. You don't have to worry about them. They're color coded. One's orange, one. With these, what you have to do is that you have to get a small enough tool. You have to get a small enough tool under this little spot at the back and pry it up. These are locking tabs. You pry it up. They will take off flying, so you have to pry it up and then pull this off the housing. It's pretty simple. After that, what you want to do, in this particular model, this nut is an 18 millimeter. So I've already loosened it. You'll be able to just take it off now. Now, with these connector, there is a connector right here. On the side over here, I don't know if you guys can see it, right there on the top. What I did, I pressed the screwdriver on top and you push down, so towards the center, and then it'll pop out for you. You want to make sure that you don't kink that up and that you don't pull it. You want to make sure you don't kink that up and don't pull it, because this also plugs into the airbag module off on a side post. That post is right here. Just a standard little post. Now, one thing I forgot to tell you guys is always orient your wheel straight up and down. So you want to make sure that your wheels on your car are facing straight ahead. That way the line on the steering wheel, the shaft right here, and the line on the steering wheel housing right there line up. It's just easy to do that before you start. To get the steering wheel off, it's a little hard. It can get stuck a little bit. I gave it a little tap here and a tap here, gave it some wiggling, and it came straight up. Well, just like that. After we remove the steering wheel, this is what we're left with. Now, I went ahead and took the screw off the bottom down here so this could drop down, because we need space for the steering neck to be able to open up. You got the screw there, a screw here, and then there's a screw on the other side there, right here, that you'll take out. They're just Phillips screws. You'll take them out and you'll give this a pull. It'll pop and this will all come off. So I got the screws out. I just want to give it a little pull, just like that. The reason I took that screw out earlier, so I'll be able to finagle this off and out from under it. Now what we're left with is the exposed clock spring. Alright, now on this clock spring, there's a screw there. There's a screw there. And up here, there's a little tab that you're going to want to pull on to release the clock spring. I'm sorry, push. You'll want to push on it to release this whole fixture That'll be your turn signals. This is your clock spring, your turn signals. All of this will come forward and off. So on the bottom of your clock spring, you'll have these 3 connectors. You have 1, 2, 3. These 2 will go into this port. This white one goes in this port. But you'll also have one more connector up top. That's this one. And then this is the tab I was talking about that you would have to flip down and then pull. So all I have left is to disconnect this connector, and then I'll be able to take the entire clock spring assembly out. All right, with that disconnected, now I can just give it a pull. Now I have the entire assembly in my hand. And what I have here is the old clock spring assembly, and this is my new one. Now the new clock spring assembly comes with this plastic locking tab right here. Do not remove that until you have everything back together and you're about to put the steering wheel on, because this turns left and right, and if you turn it too far, you'll break the clock spring. So we'll just leave that where it is for now. Now, on the old clock spring, to get your switches off of it, turn signals, everything, what you want to do is, these have tabs on them. There's a tab here, right where my thumb is, and a tab on the bottom side, right there. And what you'll do is, you squeeze those, and then it just comes out. Pulls out just like that. So you have that one. Then we'll squeeze this one. Not really being that gentle with this because it is the broken old piece. Squeeze them. Drop it off. Just like that. Now, so simple. Just do exactly what we just did. We'll take them, pop them into their slots in the new clock spring. All right, now we got a brand new clock spring assembly ready to go. Now to reinstall, I'm pretty sure you all know to just reverse your steps, so I'm not going to show you all that. But thanks for watching. I hope this video was helpful.